Hello, my name is Devin Centeno. I am the captain of the robotics team, and we would like to welcome you to DOTM. So, what is DOTM? DOTM stands for Defenders of the Multiverse. We are a FRC team, which means First Robotics Competition. We are a FRC team, which basically FRC is the competitions with bigger robots. There's another thing called FTC, which we do not have quite yet, but it's smaller robots. But we are an FRC division. Our number is 1522, and we're Defenders of the Multiverse. We're the team at Hanover High School, as you know, and this is our logo right here. It's a cute little space guy. We kind of go with the alien theme. So, what is robotics? Well, robotics is a place where you can learn, apply, and build robots. So, robotics each year there's a different competition that each robotics team, which there's thousands all over the United States and across the world. It's an international competition, and we are in the Chesapeake district, so we'll be competing against other teams in Chesapeake, such as Atlee, Patrick Henry, Mechanicsville, and other teams. We are a team under first, which is the people that hold the competitions. And basically, in robotics, we build robots to do a certain thing to win us these competitions, and we compete against other teams. Speaking of competition, first I'm going to give you some context. Firstly, there are two teams here. There's the Blue Alliance and the Red Alliance. This was during our Glen Allen event last year, where at Glen Allen we made it to the losers bracket semifinals match 12, I think. But we made it there with teams such as Collegiate's team, and I don't remember the other team. They were the Junkyard Dogs, but I don't remember their school. But we are the red side. We're a 1522 with a small little guy. We had two teams, which is Torch, which is Collegiate, and Junkyard Dogs. I don't remember their school. And basically the aim of the game, well, firstly, it starts off with autonomous mode, which means the only thing that the drivers are not moving it. All the robots for the first 15 seconds move by themselves to get as many points as possible. And then it will move into teleoperated mode, where each team competes against one another with their drivers behind the sticks. And the main goal of this game in particular is the little gray thing right here. At the beginning in autonomous and at the end of the match, we want to be balanced on this, as many robots as we can get balanced on it. And during the match, we want to go and fill up these nodes. They have cone nodes and cube nodes. We need to put these cubes and these cones on these particular nodes, and that's the aim of the game. Okay, so a couple things went wrong in that match. First off, our Team Alliance Collegiate, um, their robot flipped over. So things can happen that's, bad, and things can happen that are good. So it's a game. Bad things and good things happen all the time. It's very entertaining, but it's also stressful and fun at the same time. So one thing about competition is that at the beginning of each competition, we start with a bunch of qualifying rounds where it will be just two other random robotics teams put together with us, and we will compete against another set of three to um, win, getting points. However, the new game is next year. Um, and then after their qualifying matches, there will be 8 teams that select other teams to be on their final alliance, and the final alliances go up in a head-to-head tournament where you can win. And if you win, you get a banner and you win the tournament or the division or the divisional tournament. So this is part of that tournament. Unfortunately, we did get out, but it's all good. We had a fun time. It was a fun competition. A lot of our team was there, so it was really good. Um, but what else was I going to say? Anyway, oh, yeah. Oh, this is not supposed to happen. All right. What will you learn? Sorry, guys. I don't know what is happening. That's not it. Anyway, we're just going to have to deal with that. What will you learn? So, in robotics, you're going to have to learn time management. Time management is a key skill, and you will learn it because each department is going to have deadlines on things that need to be done. So, no matter if you're in business, no matter if you're doing programming or engineering, you're going to have things done, whether that's sketches for a new arm mechanism or building the arm mechanism, or whether that's programming the arm mechanism or programming the drive or whatever. There's going to be we need stuff done by a certain time as we only have 3 months to complete this robot for competition. Secondly, responsibility. There's a lot of things that you're going to have to that you are going to be a part of, that you are going to have responsibility over, and you're going to learn that skill, and hopefully you have some responsibility. It's something I struggle with a little bit, but personally, so you're not alone if you don't, but you will learn it. Communication, that is a very big aspect of this, as everyone on the team is going to have to communicate to each other, whether we don't like something, whether we like something. We are one team. We hear all voices. This is supposed to say work under stress, so oh, it actually does. It's just a little whatever. Work under stress. There's going to be stressful moments. There's a lot of stuff that has to go on at the same time. There's a lot of things that will be happening. So we will be working under stress sometimes, and you will that is a valuable skill that you will have for college, for your future if you're not going to college. Working under stress is a very important skill that you will learn here. Problem solving, another big one. Each year there's a new competition, and we will need to problem solve, figure out how to execute it, how to build this robot to solve these problems. Sometimes problems arise with our robot. We had that last year, and we had to problem solve, make a new solution. Lastly, teamwork. Again, along with the communication, you're going to be working with everybody, no matter if you're solely a programmer, no matter if you're solely a business person, you are going to have to work with other people, and we are all one team. All right. So, leadership and teamwork. Also, I'm sorry if I'm breathing a little heavy. Leadership and teamwork. There are plenty of leadership positions. There's captain and co-captain, and you will meet them once you come to the meetings. There's head engineer, and there's something called a junior for each of these heads. And juniors are normally freshmen and sophomore who will be chosen by these heads as somebody who shadows, somebody who has a little bit more responsibility. It's not to discourage other people from running from these positions in the future. However, it does give somebody, a new member, a chance at like seeing what leadership is like, seeing the difference. There's also head programmer along with junior. Every single one of these is going to have a junior. There's safety officer, head of business and scouting, and head of social media and marketing. Now, how to become a leader. Each year, at the end of the year, there will be a poll and where people run to be candidates to become a leader, and there's an election system. Each member will vote on these members, kind of like a democracy. I mean, it is a democracy actually. You will have spent a year with these people, so you will see and know them. See if they are qualified. There are some requirements to becoming a leader. You must have attended 75% of meetings and plan to in the next year. As you are a leader, you are supposed to be leading and be there. You must have completed a full year of robotics. And note on the attendance, it is okay if you have other activities, other things. They will not count against you. It is if you don't have those other things, or just talk to us, communicate to us what days you can come, what days you can't, and we may not count that against you, especially if it's something extenuating or like something that's out of the norm. Captain. To be a captain or co-captain, you must have held a leadership position prior to running for captain, which means any engineering, programming, business, anything of that. We want to make sure that you have a good build for leadership. So the only candidates are people who have held a leadership position before. Finally, head of social media and business. They are a little different. You do not need to have a year of experience. You can come in and be a head. However, you do need to be interviewed by our board members, which our board members are our heads / leaders. You'll be interviewed, and then we will decide if you are fit to be the candidate, and then we will all vote on you. And then the entire team will vote on you. Juniors, freshmen, and sophomores only. Now, oh shoot, sorry. I know this is a big scary number. It's $75. But it does come with a lot of stuff that you get. And Datum or robotics is a one-of-a-kind opportunity, especially for a high schooler. There's not many STEM clubs at our school, and robotics is one of the only ones, and we get first-hand experience with all of these things. So not only are you paying for the experience, you're also paying for shirts. You get a cool t-shirt to bring with us to competition, and it just represents us as a team, and you get to, rep your set, You get safety glasses. This is where the responsibility comes in. These safety glasses will be given to you, and you will be able to take them home, and that means that you need to be able to bring them back when it's time for robotics meetings, as you need them to be in the shop. Secondly, you're also helping us buy equipment such as computers, and for graphic designers, you're helping pay for the cost that it takes to get these special softwares for them. You are helping out the team a lot. Fourth, you also are helping us buy parts for the robot. So you are directly contributing to our team, helping us out, as well as building your future and your skills up at the same time. And if you are unable to meet fee requirements, tell me or any of the other heads, and we will discuss with you, figure out a solution. All right, so here are some of our departments. Safety is one of the most important and crucial things. Safety first. So we have a safety officer. His name is Declan. He is a 10th grader. He does a great job. Safety is very important to this team. We cannot operate without being safe, as we do use power tools. We are in the shop. We are around dangerous materials. So we will make sure you are properly trained on these materials and tools. We will make sure you are properly trained on shop safety. And outside of shop safety, we will also be helping and training with, say, if you're a programmer, you need to know not to download bad things. You need to know what are the right things. Basically, computer safety. You also don't want to input malicious code into our robot, which is something very important. And then if you're in media or social marketing, what is it? I meant social media marketing or business. You're going to be dealing with companies and other people. You need to make sure to be safe on the internet and around and outside of school. So safety is a very important. It is the most important thing because we cannot operate if we're not safe. We want you all to have safe and a fun environment. We do not only offer like safety with learning things and like the things you do. We also offer safety as this is a safe space. You are welcome to be yourself. Be free of judgment. We're all one team. You are safe to be yourself. Engineering. So it's a big one. This is fun. I'm not the biggest engineering guy. However, do love the aspect of it, and I love to help out, and I love to think of these great ideas or ideas. So one thing you'll be doing is keeping an engineering notebook, which is a notebook where you keep your logs of what you're doing for the day, logs of what you need to do. You will also have your designs and sketches and ideas in this notebook. And Ethan McDowell, no, yeah, our head of engineering will help you out with all of that as long as another member named Gabe. They are very well versed in engineering and they will help you out with that. CAD. This is a program that engineers use to build certain things on a computer, kind of like a blueprint. You will get well versed with that. If any of you guys have taken tech drawing, that is a wonderful resource. That is a wonderful class because it teaches you CAD. Mechanisms. You will also get to literally build robot mechanisms. These are claws, like intakes and outtakes. Like if we need to shoot a ball, you can think of these crazy ideas of how we can execute the mission we need to accomplish. There's so much more as well as those three things. Those are just to wrap it all up. Finally, some school courses you can take is tech drawing, as I said earlier, engineering drawing, architecture, advanced drawing, engineering 1 and 2, electronics 1, 2, and 3, AP Physics 1 and 2, or just physics. Programming. This is where I am a little bit more well versed in. I was the head programmer last year, and this year we have a really great head programmer. His name is Ryan Palmer. He's a 10th grader as well. So basically we're going to be programming in the Java language. It is a very popular language, and this will be used as well as some imports from First Robotics themselves to help us program hardware. We are going to be personally programming a robot to do these things. You can have a robot, you can have the shell, but you can't move it without the code. So this is where programming comes in. You will be firsthand programming hardware, but we're going to start with learning just code. So if you don't know much code, you can do some personal projects, and that will get you well versed in the Java language, in how programming works as a whole, which then we can apply to hardware. Some school courses: programming, advanced programming, computer mathematics, AP Computer Science A, and AP Computer Science Principles. These are all great courses. Some of them teach you more than others, but I don't think any of them really teach you how to do hardware. So that is something that's unique to our club. Business. This is another big thing. Everybody is going to have to be a part of the business team. We all have to contribute on sponsorships. We all have to deal with companies and analytics. So whether that's sending an email to a company, trying to get our team, like trying to get them to send us some money so we can buy things for our team or they can help out our team. With this, they get incentives such as like their name being announced at the competition or ours having their logo on their robot or something of the sorts. You're going to be dealing with real companies. You're going to be talking to real people, whether that's in person or over email or over the phone. These are real people. You get real business experience networking and connecting with these other people. Put up a little personal touch on it. Everybody has to do it, so just make it fun. Scouting is something a little bit unique to us. So each competition, as I mentioned earlier, at the end we need to eight teams will pick 2 others to be on their team for the final competition. So the way that they do that is they have a team of scouters, which will be our business team, that will watch other robots, talk to the other teams about their robot, and learn what their robot is good at and see if they're compatible with ours for the final tournament. And then analytics, that goes along with scouting and with sponsorships. But yeah, social media and marketing. This is another fun one. We are going to be using some apps like Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. We're going to try to venture out into TikTok because I don't think many other clubs at our school has TikTok, but we can be a little unique to that. But we're going to need to market ourselves in a fun and positive way. We want to show the world, these sponsors, these people, that like, hey, robotics is fun, and not just our team, but like robotics as a whole. So if we can do that, whether that's through YouTube, through TikTok, that's our goal. You can also, if you are good at video editing or you want to learn video editing, that'll be something we're going to try to venture into as we want to work with YouTube. So we want to work on YouTube. So that would be great. That is something you can learn. I don't think there's any expert video editors, but a few of us has edited in the past, and it can be a learning experience for all of us. If you are well versed in video editing, this is your place. Finally, this is not a direct what's it called? Team. However, they're under the marketing team. However, we do need graphic designers. You guys are going to be using Photoshop and Illustrator, and you guys will be making flyers, thumbnails, logos, thumbnails being for YouTube, TikTok, stuff like that. You guys will be, if you guys know how to video edit again, that goes along with this. Hopefully you guys will also be making our t-shirts for this year before we get them printed by a company. But you guys will be making the design. You can also touch up on logos or like build our, our documents in a fun and easy to read way. So here's the timeline for our club, since this is important to a lot of you. Preseason, that is August through September, which is happening right now. August through December. There's be meetings every Tuesday and Thursday, and they usually last till around 5:30 p.m. A lot of this will be used for teaching and like on-hand experience to get you prepared for January, March, which is kickoff. Kickoff is a fun little event where all the Hanover teams come and we eat pizza and eat cake and learn what the new competition is. Once we learn what this new competition is, that's what we start building for. So our regular season, January through March, we will be there Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Possible weekend meetings, but those are optional and they will not count against you if you cannot go. But yeah, it is crunch time. We only have 3 months to build an entire robot. But if we have enough people, we have enough bright minds, we can get through it. Finally, postseason. That is election time. That's where we choose our new leaders for the next year. That is where we try to reform, build, and look back at how our club is structured, see if there was any problems, and we revise over our rules to make sure everything is good in big board meetings and big meetings with the entire club. Those usually also last till around 5:30. But that's our timeline. Finally, if you want to join, Schoology code is right there. Email is .robotics. One last thing, we do have a few parent volunteers who have helped us out a lot. One is our coach, which is Declan's dad, our safety officer's dad, or stepdad rather. His name is Jason. He is a software engineer and a web developer. He has helped a lot with the coding aspect and a lot with the business and making our team an official team aspect. We also have Amanda, which is Jason's wife. She is great. She does a lot of the planning. When we go to competitions, she helps out with our club. She's an amazing representative. So if you guys have any questions, you will see them at meetings. Occasionally you can talk to them or you can talk to one of us. And thank you.